I would say that we've done a pretty good job of showing resilience as this week has progressed. And yesterday was a pretty nothing burger day once again. No institutional money, no major news taking place. And today might be the day that things wake up just a little bit. And I want to talk about why that is with you guys. We have a beautiful setup for ADA, a beautiful setup for BTC. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. It's been growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys. So I will say again here, we're in a pretty good spot in terms of ADA. We keep bouncing off of that long-term trend on some of the overnight dips that we've seen. And we've seen just kind of a lot of drops and then nice rebounds, great defensive price, some liquidations take place, right? This is exactly what we want to see here. And it's showing that this is a very strong level for ADA. Doesn't mean it has to hold forever, right? But that's what we're seeing right now are some great bounces, some great defensive price, and hopefully this is something that continues as the day progresses. What I will say is, again, we have reached the oversold range on both the stochastic RSI and the signal line there. We're very close to oversold on the RSI itself, so we're kind of reaching some pretty deep lows on the daily for ADA in general, which is a great spot to be. Again, it's kind of that big reset like we were talking about. Now, in terms of BTC, we did get actually a bounce back on today's daily candle. Right now, we're sitting right at about our 20-day moving average. We actually retested the top of this big bull pennant that's building right now. And we have an opportunity to obviously break out of this and potentially move to the upside. Again, it's going to depend on what takes place today. If we get any surprise news, I will say we're very close to actually crossing the signal line on the RSI itself. We are starting to get a little bit of a turnaround on the daily stochastic RSI there. So we might be in store for some volatility as the day progresses. I will say today we do actually have $4.1 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options expiring. So just note that that could cause some volatility in the market. But what I will say is that we're getting, I mean, from a structural standpoint across many different charts, exactly what we want to see. That gold triple top, like we were talking about, looks like that's playing out perfectly. Hopefully we do get a breach of this 20-day moving average. It seems like that's where we've gotten a little support on gold. So I'd love to see a breakdown there. DXY still just kind of setting lower lows here. That's what we want to see when it comes to more risk on assets like BTC and ADA and many others in the space. Total market cap of crypto right now, just kind of putzing around, getting sandwiched between its 20 and its 50-day moving averages, sitting right above that 3.19 trillion range. So we're doing a very good job of showing some resilience in the market in general. USDT dominance not showing a break up yet here. It is going to have to make a move though. It's sitting right on that longer term trend, getting compressed between that and its moving averages as well. So I think we're going to have some bouts of volatility, whether that's today, tomorrow, the next day. I think that this weekend is not going to be quiet like we have seen from some in the past. And what I will say is that today might be a little bit louder than we expect just because yesterday we had no institutional money. It was Juneteenth, markets were closed, and there tends to be a little bit of a pop following that. Not necessarily for buying, but pop in terms of volume in general. And the fact that the market is showing some stability here is frankly a great sign. Institutional players are going to love that. Might be our biggest day of the week, which is kind of weird to say because Fridays tend to be pretty quiet from institutional money. So we'll see what happens there, but very low volume day compared to what we've been seeing. $87 billion in daily trading volume over the last 24 hours. So we're not really seeing much in terms of shuffling here. ADA had about $450 million in daily trading volume. I mean, things are kind of blah and boring. And frankly, guys, I opened up some long positions here. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I didn't open up like huge ones. These are kind of smaller, actually a little bit higher leverage. I think I did a 15x and a 20x on ADA. We're in a great spot right now. Can't complain about it. Would love to see more green, but a lot of times the market just gets a little bit exhausted from the selling and we get a little bit of a rebound. Not saying that we're just going to moon here or anything like that, but there could be some stuff that does trigger some of these runs to the upside. All right. Which in the coming days and weeks ahead, we have voting from the House on the Genius Act. We have potential peace negotiations coming between between Israel and Iran. It sounds like obviously Russia and the US are trying to facilitate that. I mean, a lot of times when you get hit with some of this bad news and the market starts calming down and reacting, you tend to get a little bit of the good news that comes along with it. So that's all I got for you guys. We'll see how the day progresses, but appreciate you. Have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.